We are just 1 week away from the Ontario election, still the country's most populous province. Policymakers in Ottawa and Queen's Park, which of course is the provincial legislature, are trying to hammer out a deal to keep trade flowing while protecting the Canada-US border and tackle what we're told is a fentanyl crisis. And the plan here is to head off tariff threats from the White House. Our guest wants to get a seat at that table, and she says tariffs are putting Ontario at risk. We're joined by Bonnie Crombie, leader of the Ontario Liberal Party. It's great to see you.
Thank you, Andy. Thanks for having me.
We've so little time, and you've been rushed, obviously. 5 hours sleep a night, do you think, if you're lucky?
That's okay. Yeah. It's okay. I'm passionate about what I do, making things better for people. Yeah.
It's the nature of the game. What would you do about tariffs, though, if Trump moves ahead with them?
All right. So let's talk about a few things. First, let's remind people that Doug Ford actually supported Donald Trump. This is the president who was about to wage a trade war against us and impose punitive tariffs. So I don't understand how that could be possible, that this is somebody he supported and maybe used that excuse to exploit this election. First of all, there should be stability in Ontario right now. He should be at his job working to protect our jobs, not just his own job, by calling this early and unnecessary election.
Now, come on, you've made those points before.
Yeah,
what would you do about the tariffs?
Yeah, no. Of course, we need a strong Team Canada approach. No question about that. We work with our federal government, with Minister Dom LeBlanc and our Prime Minister. But look, this job started 7 years ago when it was about insulating our economy and diversifying us, not just putting all our eggs into the EV basket. In Mississauga, when I was mayor, we had 4 strong sectors: advanced manufacturing with aerospace, life sciences, IT, financial. You need to insulate the economy. When one's down, the other ones are stronger. He hasn't done that. He's failed to diversify our trading partners, not only the U.S., but abroad. What about interprovincial trade? Do you know, Andy, 5 years ago, Jason Kenney, the Conservative Premier of Alberta, tried to knock down interprovincial trades, and the guy who held him back was Doug Ford.
I didn't know that. Can
you imagine?
I know Jason.
We had an opportunity to knock down interprovincial trade barriers back when Jason Kenney was Premier, and Doug Ford was the impediment, and he was the barrier. Of course, we should be trading with our provincial partners, and we should have diversified trade abroad, and we should have also diversified our industries. That's what I would have done, and I would have built up relationships in the United States rather than pouring hundreds of millions of dollars into advertising today.
Okay.
I ask you.
No, you're in full flow there, so let me cut you off. Okay. And that is interesting. I didn't know Doug Ford had played a blocking role there. I do remember Jason Kenney kind of took the high road and said, I'm willing to take down some of my barriers.
Exactly. And BC and Quebec as well. We were all willing to come together. Okay, Doug Ford said no. So but too little, too late. Too little, too late. We needed to have done that to diversify our partners, strengthen our economy, to insulate us. And I was a very successful record as the mayor of Mississauga, bringing in investment, setting us up for growth, creating jobs. It was my strong record that protected us in Mississauga, just like Hazel McCallion did before me.
Now, you have made some pretty expensive promises. You've said first-time home buyers and seniors downsizing would not pay the land transfer tax, and that apparently, according to the Toronto Star, would cost you about $3.5 billion. You've talked about taking off the toll on Highway 407. That would.
Oh no, that's not me. That's that other leader.
Oh, that's the Greens. Okay, that's the Greens. I'm sorry about that.
That's okay.
So how would you pay for that, though? That almost $4 billion.
The good news is that I'm going to be presenting my full platform. I think as very soon, maybe even tomorrow. And I think that with our approach, which has been lauded by every single housing expert across the country, that we have the strongest approach, because right now, Ontario is a laggard. Other provinces have figured out how to get housing built. BC, Alberta, Quebec, it's us that are lagging.
Yeah, sure.
We haven't built.
How would you pay? Yeah. How would you? What
so
areas
the money
of
exists.
spending?
So don't forget that we're going to make houses cheaper, less expensive to build, and the price is going to go down by $170,000 because we are taking off the development charges, and we're repurposing one of the existing Ontario funds, we're going to call it the Better Communities Fund, to repay the municipalities. Then we take the land transfer tax off. So listen, my housing plan, and including my healthcare plan. My healthcare plan is $3 billion. Happens to be the same price as the checks that just got sent out. So I would have certainly put that money towards healthcare. It's nice to get a check, but wouldn't you rather know that you were going to get a family doctor instead? $2 billion was used to bring forward the sale of beer and wine at corner stores a year early. That's another waste of money. $2 billion at Therma Spa, a foreign-owned spa at Ontario Place. Doug Ford's plan into healthcare is $1.5 billion. He put more into Therma Spa. There is waste in this government. There is waste in the system. Highest spending government, the biggest debt. He ballooned the debt by $100 billion. How does one government spend $100 billion and it not to go to our priorities, which is getting the basics right? I mean, who wants to invest in a province where the roads are jammed, they're gridlocked, you can't afford a house, you can't afford rent, you can't buy groceries, and you don't have a family doctor? So that's the problem. If you don't get the basics right, we're never going to attract investment into this province.
And certainly there does seem to be a breakdown in services. But Ontario raises less revenue relative to its economy than nearly every province. As a own source revenue, so-called, as a share of GDP, less than 15%. So don't you think taxes will have to go up?
No, taxes are going to come down. I'm going to cut small business taxes in half from 3.2% to 1.6%. I'm also going to cut personal income taxes, and then we'll grow.
How are you going to pay for that?
I'm going to put more money. There is so much waste in the system, Andy, honestly. It'll all be costed and presented to, I think it's tomorrow we're releasing our costed platform. But let me just tell you, we're going to reduce personal income taxes as well. On the first $50,000 to $75,000, you'll get a significant cut. We're going to take the HST off home heating and hydro, and our plan will put $1,150 back in your pocket. Can you imagine? A one-time check is great once, but then what happens? So we're going to put money back in your pocket every month.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you,
Our guest there has been Bonnie Crombie, leader of the Ontario Liberal Party, and it's not your first rodeo by any means, and we really appreciate your joining us.